Yep, here I am in my chair. On today's 30-minute mechanic, we are gonna see if we can get the rest of that fuel line pulled out. Bloop, pull it out of the car, and then we're gonna try to maybe pull these headers off the motor and saw off those 3-bolt flanges. So buckle up, let's go. Okay, well, the very first thing we got to do to get that old fuel line out is to get this dude loose right here. Not sure. There we go. Oh, I just unscrewed the filter. Gotta find a wrench to hold that side. Of course. And I have no idea. It's big. Is it that big? Nope. That is, what was that, 15/16? You know, I'm not even going to say it. Because you all know what I'm thinking. What size is that? 7/8? Okay, 7/8 fits that one. Let's see if we can get this in here. Well, maybe. Come on. There we go. Get that dude to back out. I wonder if there's fuel in here. Really a good question. I guess it'd probably make it easier if there's a zip tie holding that line right back there. If I cut the zip tie, this would probably come apart easier. Where are my cutters? I know where they are. I know where my cutters are. They're on my tail light. Okay, let's see if I can find that. Dude, cut the big zipper tie. Why is that not coming off? Surely that's really unscrewed by now. Come on. Well, you would think, what is happening? You'd think by now it would be completely loose. I don't understand. Let's see if we can pull it. Can't find the hose. Can't find the hose. Okay, this is going to take some more. You know, they say the gloves are coming off. Well, the gloves are coming on. Because there it goes. Okay. Oh, how weird. Forgot all about that. It's got a little piece scabbed onto it. Completely forgot about that. All right, let's move on. All right. Now, we're on the ground under everything here. And I think we want to take, this stuff's kind of floppy. I want to take this feed line off over here. I'm not sure you can see what I'm doing. Trying to drop 2 holes. this feed line. Well, there we go. Off. And that goes. So we got an old braided line here that has been on here for, well, gosh, since we built it. So it's well past its prime. Okay, and then we got a 380 liter per hour fuel pump under here that we used with the EFI, and then I just kept using it when, and I can't see, I just kept using it when I switched to a carburetor. Now, is that the right thing to do? I don't know, but it seemed to work. I do have a, good grief, what's going on here? I do have a regular carbureted fuel pump, electric fuel pump that I could put on here. Let me move my head a little bit. I don't know if there's fuel in this or not. Let's do a little adjusting just in case it does decide to dump gas everywhere. Oop, she's a dripper. There we go. Yep. This stuff kind of looks gross. Yay. I would say old gas, but it's not old gas. We literally put this in here on race week in June. Because that's when it shut this out of here. That's when we pulled up to the gas station and went to fill it up, and then it wouldn't start after we filled it up. So anyways, we'll just let that kind of drip. Maybe I can tilt that now. That's genius, dummy. There we go. Kind of drain all that out of there real quick into my bucket. Now you probably see my diff covers leaking. You can seal them dang things up, but if you ever get your jack hung on the lip of this thing when you're jacking it up, you'll end up making it leak, which is I'm 100% sure that's what I did. I feel like I got my jack under the, wow, I wonder if I could pull that. You know, this hose is really, it's pretty crunchy, but not as stiff as I thought it was going to be. I don't know if I can get it out that way. We have to cut it right here. Pull it back the other way. It goes between the subframe connector and the floor pan over there, and I don't think this one of the fitting down here will slide through. Oh no, things are falling. Oh, it's me. I'm falling. Actually, let's just chop it right down here. Let me find something to cut with. I don't see a cutting tool. Where are my big scissors at? I have a great notch. I mean, just when you think you got it all figured out, you can't find nothing. And I can't cut that. Yeah, got it. Getting it. This end is pretty toasty, pretty crunchy. Yep. Okay, got the end of that snipped off. Y'all can't see nothing I'm doing, but I'll just give you the play-by-play. Oh, get back on the floor here. Bucket full of that hose. Come on, hose. Once again, yep. This end of the hose is a wee bit stiffer. Not as easy to deal with. There we go. Okay. Yeehaw. Don't drag that out. I don't know where that gas is coming from. All right. Big old piece of push lock hose. Where's that gas going? Catch it out of one end, then it starts coming out of the other end. All right. Okay. It's header popper offer time. Those are 9/16 and 3/8. And I am 100% sure of that. Got two different 9/16ths here. All right, what my plan is I'm going to take the header off, and then can't even see the flange. Yeah, you sure can. We're gonna cut this 3-bolt flange off, and hopefully in my bandsaw. That may be a feat of a magic. I don't know. But first we got to get it off there. Now that 3/8 is not going to work. I did weld the, it might. I did weld the slip tubes up. I mean, really? Can't find nothing. That's not even our size. Okay. Nope. Now, I did weld the slip tubes up on this thing. I've said it before. The slip tubes never had much need for them, because I don't ever take the headers out without taking anything else out. And I'm probably jinxing myself by saying that now. But in all the years I've run these headers in this particular car, I've never had to do it. And also I welded up, each of these flanges was split the tubes. I went ahead and welded them together. This side, not so much of a problem, but the other side, because that header got bent, it was hard to get everything lined up and on there. So my intent on the other side was to get it all bolted on, weld everything up, and then it should go on repeatably easy. Repeatably. I just made a new word. Repeatably. Should be able to take it off and put it on without having to resort to pry bars. maybe. So there's another 3/8. Forgot to put one there. I do like the studs on here. That's kind of a nice. May try to keep those. I don't know. That's not working. Repeatability? I don't even know. Okay. See, that one just slipped right off. Smooth as butter. One header down. Let's do the big block Ford. Do-si-do here. Maybe. Oh, that didn't work. There. Make sure still kind of pointed in the right direction here. Here. Yeah, this is the one I definitely wanted to weld everything together on. You know, I've modified this one and it got bent, so it had 2 strikes against it. So now maybe it will. I can take it on, put it on, take it off without having to jump through a bunch of hoops. And I always put the removable tube is so you can stick it in there with the steering shaft in there and all that. But I always take the steering shaft loose and thread it in as I'm going in and then connect it up. That hasn't ever, well, I say it hasn't ever been a big deal. It has been a big deal before. When I was using the stock rag joint, it was a little cantankerous because there was no crush section, no slippy back and forth section. I've since fixed that. This is the first time I've taken these loose since I welded them, so hopefully they just unscrew pretty easily. Now I've got some gaskets back there that I'm going to use with these. They're not Rimflex brand, but they are the same. When I got them, I thought, gosh, these are Rimflex, but I don't think they're Rimflex brand, but they're very similar material. And hopefully when I take this one loose, this thing will just kind of want to come off of here and not bind up. It wiggles. If it just comes off, that will be the sign of success. Yay, look at that. Okay, awesome. Header number 2 off. All right, here we are back in the messy part of the shop. I really thought about using the bandsaw to cut these off. I mean, the chop saw, not the bandsaw. I'm using the bandsaw. But it's really hard to get stuff into the chop saw sometimes. So we're going to just try to lop this thing off. Our V-bands will slip right on there and we'll weld them on. When we weld up the rest of these, we'll weld up the rest of these tubes on the backside as best we can, as far as we can reach. And that should be good. Boy, that's some booger welding right there. That's some of my finest work. Okay, time to chop. Went as far as I could go. Think. 3-bolt flange off. That is so much better than using the chop saw. Okay, hitter number 2. That evac was not very tight. Okay, and the problem I'm running to is my 3-bolt flange hits right there. So you got to kind of rotate it to make it sort of fit. Here we go with number 2. That's the only drawback. Oop, that one's off. And just take our not so beautiful, but we'll clean it up. We'll straighten that up a little bit before we weld it. It's kind of got a wiggle to it, but that's okay. All right, flanges are cut off and hoses are removed. We might actually do some welding tomorrow because I'm pretty much out of time for today. Now, I tried to video this yesterday, but evidently I turned the camera off when I thought I was turning the camera on. Okay, the Red 95. I'll give you a little info about it. We had a problem with the fuel pressure going crazy, not working, and I could bang on the regulator and it would sort of be okay. Well, turns out the old BBK, what is that? Power Plus, BBK Power Plus regulator was not regulating right anymore. And this little seal down here was pretty terrible. I don't know, maybe the diaphragm screwed up in it. I don't know. What I did was, when I was placing an order to Rock Auto, turn the light on, boop. See, I was placing an order to Rock Auto. I ordered a stock fuel pressure regulator, just a regular old regulator. It cost me $7. Swapped it on, fired the car up, fuel pressure was rock solid. So something is wonky inside the old Power Plus. And I don't know what it is. Maybe the diaphragm's got a hole in it, or maybe it's just old. I mean, there's a lot of parts on this car that are just old and past their use. So anyways, that's the update on that. I'm going to leave that regulator in it. Maybe try to tune around it a little bit. Now that it has a regulator I know that works right all the time, fuel pressure should increase under boost. I don't think it was increasing with that one, with the Power Plus. I don't think it was increasing like it's supposed to. So that was causing me to have really big numbers in my VE table under boost. I was kind of perplexed by that, why I had such big numbers, but I think it's because that thing was not raising the fuel pressure under boost like it's supposed to. So, hey, knocking out the little things. This car, I'm ready for it to kind of warm up outside so I can get it out and kind of drive it around a little more. But that's the update on the 95. Oh, one little quickie about the green car. I do have a battery tray. I'm going to be putting in it, just like the red 83 over there. I'm waiting on a power steering line that goes from the pump over to the Hydro Boost, because dummy here was trying to tweak it just a little bit to fit a little better, and then went snap and broke. So I broke the line just at the metal part right here at the pump. So I broke the line, so I had to order another one. So once it gets here, I'll be able to put a new line on there, and then I'll start putting the battery tray on this car. It's going to fit a little bit different than the 83, but it'll be very similar. All right, that's going to do it for 30 Minute Mechanic today. Got our fuel line pulled out. It's laying over there on the floor. It's old. It's used up. I feel good about buying new hose to run fuel in that car now. Got the headers off the big motor. Got the flanges chopped off of them, so we're making progress on that. We'll be able to finish welding the nose up and weld the V-band flanges on there, and then we'll be ready to probably kind of clean them up a little bit and shoot some paint on them to make them look somewhat presentable. So, make sure you hit the description, check out my friends' pages, see what they're up to. Give them a like, give them a subscribe. But for now, like, subscribe, ring the bell, tell your friends, and we'll see you next time. Bye.